Some might think my favorite space would be one of my father's designs, such as the Wilmot Library. But growing up in northwest Tucson, I spent most of my time exploring the small neighborhood shopping center called Casas Adobes. For 50 years, this charming and endearing space has been my neighborhood gathering place. I had my first job at Bullard's hardware store, my second at the Coat of Arms restaurant, and I spent much of my delinquent youth roaming its many patios and passageways. Fries at the drugstore counter, Kiwanis spaghetti dinners at the main plaza, and stolen kisses in the tower were delicacies of my youth. It was and still is the center of our neighborhood. Sam Nannini, an Italian immigrant, came to Tucson in 1948 from Chicago for his wife's health. He immediately began work on the shopping center perched high in the foothills at the west end of the Catalina Mountains. His goal was to mimic the quaint neighborhood markets of his hometown in Italy that have plazas as their focal points. Architect Gordon Lubke, a protege of renowned Swiss architect Josiah Josler, designed the plaza in the late 1940s. I remember hearing stories that Sam Nannini wanted a fireplace in the lobby of the gas station, and Gordon had to explain to him why it was not such a good idea. Mr. Nannini ordered many sculptures from Italy, and when they arrived, it was up to Gordon to design a place to display them within the architecture. So why is this my favorite space? Beyond the nostalgia, it represents the essence of architectural space: human scale, endurance, and delight. The plaza is one of the best examples of architecture that relates to human scale. As you explore the exterior plazas, passages, and patios, you feel intimate with the landscape and architecture, often causing you to pause or perhaps sit and enjoy the moment. As you look closely at the older areas of the building, you will notice that the wood has endured for over 50 years because it was properly detailed and maintained. It won't take long after exploring the plaza that a sense of delight overcomes you as you are embraced by its charm and character. In many ways, the outdoor experience of the plaza is just as enjoyable as the shops themselves. They blend together in a public way that is extraordinary. Many of our public spaces focus on the exterior or interior. Great architecture enhances the experience by uniting them. The next time you walk by a building, notice if it draws you in and invites you to explore. If it does, accept its invitation.